This video is going to help with a few questions I've received about the additional constructor for the address class and also the testing file, and specifically when it asks you here to not print null if address 2 is not provided. We are going to use the pizza class example to address this. So first of all, you can have as many constructors as needed. We did a default constructor with our 3 toppings, and we did all 3 parameterized constructors. And then I just created a third constructor, and I am going to use the example where size is not assigned anything. And if that argument does not get populated, we're going to assign it null, which means it has no value. Please don't confuse that with putting null inside quotes, because that makes it a string. And those are 2 completely different things. Null means that that variable has not been initiated or instantiated and nothing is there. So I made a constructor that would take 2 arguments. In my driver program, then I created a mystery size with those pineapple and 1523. If I execute my driver program, we see that we are going to get, you ordered a pineapple pizza, and the size is missing when I run my print statement. So how did I get that output when I ran my print statement? And remember, my print statement is actually this repeat order method. In my repeat order method, how did I handle the fact that the size might be null is with a decision statement? So in your repeat order statement, this is one variation of how you could write this code. And that is, if get size is equal to null, then you're going to return just the get topping and the pizza price. Otherwise, you're going to return the whole entire string or the whole entire order. This is not a typical solution to a situation like this. We are specifically testing one attribute of this class, which is kind of like a contrived situation, but this is how you could deal with it. There might be better ways to deal with the fact that some of your data might be null, but the whole objective here is to get you to actually test one of your instance fields for null and to see if you could handle that. And then the testing class, then when you add the testing class, and remember you might have to add or import the right JUnit testing links. You might get that message that asks you to do that. So this also is an example in the testing class of where you create some local objects to use. And when you do that, because we've created these objects locally, you can then use those objects and call the methods. Since we have our testing file within this particular package, we're able to run this testing file and all of the tests pass. The other thing that I like about this testing file is that it is showing you some additional testing methods. So it's using assert null, which is checking to see if the value is null. And we know that the mystery size was null. And then assert not null. So on my pizza, I was assigned a small pizza. So that particular value is not null. And then you have your typical assert equals that we are used to working with. I created my output phrases in variables to test the print statement. So testing print, it probably should say test repeat order. I did some copying and pasting from the address tester. And then it's testing to see if the appropriate output, and it passed. So you can see that that worked. So I just thought you guys might need a little bit of additional assistance with handling that null situation, because we didn't specifically handle that or deal with that in class. If you are using your setter methods in your instance fields, when you are creating these, then you would have, in this particular example, you would do set size and you would send it null as the argument if you decide to use your setter methods like the other videos show you. That's it. Good luck.